So without further ado,
WMMR presents BucksCo versus Delco.
Here we go, gang. This is going to be the final round today. Actually, 2 rounds of competition, same contest, but we are going to make this whole thing happen and finish it up today, and we are going to crown a victor, and that's all there is to it.
Before we get to the final event, here is a recap of the events leading up to this epic showdown. Listen, the week started off with Operation Evac, a race where the contestants were blindly dropped into enemy territory. Kathy started at Casey's golf course, Paxton Hollow in Delco, and Casey in BucksCo at Kathy's alma mater, Pennsbury. Now, without using GPS, they had to navigate their way to their home base.
Just go straight.
Go to Route 3, turn right.
Thank you. Okay, go straight. Peel wheel.
I feel like there's probably another road this way.
While Casey was stuck in traffic on the turnpike,
That could work in our favor.
Kathy was able to navigate back to Bucks County, earning her 200 points.
It's a bunch of crap!
For day 2, both contestants needed a call for reinforcements. Kathy asked her best friend, Elisa, a.k.a. Queen Bee, and Casey brought in his big brother, Dave, a.k.a. Foz. The contestants and their partners mind melded, then competed in a thrilling match of the Pyramid Game.
All right, this is where the U.S. Open was?
Oh, that's Aronimink.
No.
Oh, Marion. Sorry.
That's the one you just said?
Marion.
No, the other one.
Aronimink.
In the end, Kathy got an even bigger lead with 430 points, but Casey was right at her heels with 320 points. Day 3 brought us into the skies. We blindfolded Kathy and Casey, flew them in a helicopter over an unidentified spot in their respective county, and they had 30 seconds to guess what town they were hovering over. Casey had some difficulty figuring it out, earning 200 points.
I guess Knowlton is in media.
That's correct. Yes, you got it.
But Kathy got it on her first try, bringing in an additional 300 points.
I'm going to say Ben Salem.
That is absolutely correct.
Day 4 was a doubleheader. Kathy and Casey went head-to-head in a county spelling bee, and then had to answer questions from Delco versus BucksCo from 5 years ago. Casey must have done his homework, because he was finally able to pull ahead. And so, the totals going into the final day: Kathy, 1,030. Casey, 1,170.
Casey is leading in the competition so far, so I defer to Casey to decide who gets to go first.
Ladies first.
All right,
So
ladies first is what we're going to do. So, Kathy, taking a look at the categories, which one would you like to begin with? You got geography and transportation, sports, entertainment, schools and education, shopping, landmarks, history, or food and drink?
I guess I'll go shopping.
Shocker!
I know. And how much would you care to wager in that particular category?
I'm going to go 50 points.
Kathy, what outdoor shopping area between New Hope and Doylestown hosts a place called Giggleberry Farm?
New Hope and Doylestown. I'm going to say Peddler's Village.
And that's correct for 50 points.
I don't
good,
know
Kathy.
what giggles whatever is, but
Casey, it is your turn. What category do you want to go with next?
Let's go sports.
Sports.
And I will go sports for 60.
All right, sports for 60 points. Here we go. Casey, your question. In Newtown Square, a famous heir lived on a large piece of land where he hosted a wrestling camp for Olympic athletes. What is his name?
DuPont.
Yes, that is correct.
Well done.
okay, let's go schools and education for 50 points, Preston.
All right.
Schools and education for 50 points.
All right. Kathy, what is the Council Rock North mascot?
Oh,
Council Rock North mascot. The mascot one would find at that school.
I don't know. The Rock.
Okay, so you're going to go with The Rock?
I'm going to go with The Rock.
That's incorrect. They are the Indians.
I did not know that.
Indians.
Go, Rock, go.
What year did the Springfield Mall open?
Oh, Jesus. I mean, why couldn't you ask me what year
He didn't.
Target opened.
Just ask it. Just ask it.
Kathy's very supportive.
This is the history of your county, man.
I know. And Target opened in 2005. But, you know,
Well, can you use that?
Wanamaker's closed in 95. Hex opened after that.
You did study. You lied to me.
No, my mom quizzed me last night. We were eating chili, and she asked me lots of trivia.
We're eating chili.
We're eating chili.
Yeah.
Meet you in the basement. I'm bringing a pen.
I mean, the first Wawa opened in 1964.
Okay, yeah, let's get to the
I will say.
If you got this right.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw out a number there. I'm going to go with the year I was born, 1975.
Oh, my God.
No, it was 74. Dude, you were so close. All right,
Man.
you call no fair on that because it was before you were born?
No, I'm not
Okay.
going to call no. It was just that's a difficult question.
This historic restaurant is located along the Delaware River in historic Bristol Borough and has hosted both kings and presidents.
Yep. I've been there.
Once again, this historic restaurant located along the Delaware River in historic Bristol
Mom is going to kill me.
Borough
That's a weird name for a restaurant.
and has hosted both kings and
Oh, my God. What is
presidents.
it called?
No, go to your happy place.
I know where it is. I know where I sat last time I was there.
Kathy handles stress very well.
She knows I love it when she yells.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Cracks me up. Mm-hmm. All right, think about it. Think
I
about
know.
Work from your seat
Man,
backwards.
it's like there's like a little hill when you walk in. It's a little railing outside. Statue.
Miss Romano is here. Welcome to.
I don't even know if this. I'm gonna say Georgine's.
Georgine's.
Yeah.
That's incorrect. You're going to kill yourself over this one. It's King George.
Yes! It is! I have a gift card in my wallet for that place!
King George the what?
The second.
George
okay.
the Second. I've not been. So have you been there? We should just carry on the discussion. I've been there!
I like the
I've been
statue.
there!
Yeah, the statue and the railing are really nice.
Oh, man. I mean, like, I can picture it to a T. Exactly
All right.
where I sat. My mom gave me a gift card.
You have a gift
I wish
card?
my mom quizzed me last night.
All right, so I have already closed out sports and I've closed out history.
No, you haven't. You haven't done any history.
Well, yes, I have. All of my shopping questions were freaking history questions.
Oh, my.
Wow. This
Thank
is
you.
what we've been
Thank
waiting
you.
for.
Yes.
Impugning the contest itself.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to happen.
It was good, though, right? What year was this thing? What? Stupid questions. Let's go food and drink. Maybe
Food and drink.
Food and drink.
Food and
For
drink.
how much?
For 50.
Food and drink for 50.
Preston's not even picking
Come on,
his
man.
head
That was
up.
a good joke.
Okay. All right. You get this wrong. You get this wrong. And this, if you lose this whole thing, this is all your fault.
Okay.
All right. You ready for this?
I better be a softball.
A large Pika's pizza
Oh, my God. Cost how much?
is cut into how many slices?
Oh, okay. That's a really, really crap question.
A large Pika's pizza
Can I-
is cut into
You can
how
do
many
a little
slices?
diagram, whatever you
Drawing
want to
the
do.
pizza. There's the box.
Round, and
It's a
then there's
rectangular
line.
shape, right, Case?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he's drawing.
All right, so that is a Neapolitan, right, or is it Sicilian square?
No, they just do their own version. They put
All
the
right.
sauce on top of the cheese.
Right.
Casey says 12. Damn right you got that right. And what did you wager on that?
50.
1,000 points.
The scores are as follows. Bucks County, 1,070 points. Delaware County, 830 points. But there's ground to be made up here. And we're on to round 2. Now, things are going to change quite a bit in this particular round. Our categories are going to remain the same. In the past, you've been able to pick your own category and pick your own wager up to 100 points. This time, I thought it'd be kind of nice because you guys have been avoiding certain categories. How about you pick your competitor's category and your competitor's wager in this round? Kathy's leading, and she gets to go first, and you get to pick the category that Casey will choose from, and how much Casey will wager in that category.
Okay, I'm going to go history.
Okay.
Of course.
For 50.
All right, history for 50. All right, Casey. Delaware County was formerly a part of which other Pennsylvania county?
I believe Chester County.
Your answer is Chester County, and that is correct, sir. Wow! Delaware County split off in 1789.
Interesting. After the great Battle of Chester Hill.
They were originally together, and therefore Casey gets 50 points in that particular one.
All right, so for Kathy, I'm going to go with. This is hard. I'll go with sports.
Of course.
For 100.
Sports for 100. All right,
So sweet.
Kathy, here's your question.
Yeah.
Who was Neshamony's starting quarterback in 1990 and current Penn State head coach?
I don't know. God, I know you're going to say it, and I'm going to recognize it, but I don't know it.
Okay, so you don't have an answer, or you're
Let's
just
say a
gonna
name.
throw a name out there?
Say your name. Say your name.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, although I think he's a representative.
No, that's incorrect. Casey, do you know who it is?
It's Franklin.
Yeah, James Franklin is the correct answer. So Kathy gets docked 100 points.
All right, I'm gonna try this, but I'm gonna go shopping for. What's the difference here?
You are at 970 right
You're
now.
up by
Casey's at
90.
880.
All right, I'm gonna do 50.
Okay. Keep in mind, these questions came from residents of Delaware County.
People who live there.
They want you to win.
Yeah.
But these are the only questions that I had to go off of, Casey, so
right.
no complaining, please.
Well, no. I've already done all my complaining for the day.
I'm sure there'll be no more complaining.
You've got more to go.
I got
This site, recently home to the Countryside Market in Swarthmore, or is it Swarthmore?
I say Swarthmore.
Swarthmore.
Uh-huh.
Was a convenience store in the 1980s. The convenience store had 3 names before becoming the Countryside Market. You just have to name one of those.
Soups? Or like supers?
Incorrect.
Ooh.
No.
Really?
It was either Eddie's, Albert's, or Evans.
Okay.
All right, Kathy, which former Philadelphia Eagle graduated from Pennsbury High School in Fairless Hills?
Is it Troy Vincent?
That's a good answer, and it's correct.
Wow.
Yes. In 1850, Delaware County's county seat moved to Media. Okay, Media is considered the county seat of Delaware. Where was it originally?
Chester.
He's right. Yeah! Chester was originally the county seat. All right, what category and what's the wager, Case?
Kath, I just want you to do well. All right, so I'm going to give you a whole bunch of points. We're going to wager 100 points on history.
History. This person was the founder of the religious school Log College and later the pastorate of Neshamony Warwick Presbyterian Church.
Mr. Log.
Mr. Log.
Is that a real answer? I'm curious.
Yes.
Yes? No, it was William Tennant.
William.
Mother, I knew it was the. You know what? And somebody sent me not that information, but somebody sent me information about Log College.
That somebody did you a disservice.
Yeah, they did.
All right, that was William Tennant, a well-known name in Bucks County. 1,010 for Kathy, 930 for Casey.
So 80,
It's an 80
points
difference.
separates the two contenders.
Last question for Casey.
Oh my God! Last question.
Can we just keep going for a little?
Well,
Oh wow.
just kidding.
Okay, so it's an 80-point difference. This is the last question. Is there a double jeopardy?
there's something else.
Okay. All right.
You look great today, Kath.
Go ahead, say the F word, Ken.
I know.
Sorry, you want to say it so badly. We can dump it out.
The dulcet tones of Kathy Ramar.
That's
All right.
That's what Dennis hears around Frisky time.
Damn it. All right, I'm gonna do entertainment
Okay.
Entertainment.
for 10 points.
Wow, okay, see, and this is where the strategy comes into
Yep.
play. Casey,
Yeah.
What's the Delco dance club that featured a spaceship and a dancing robot
Wow.
MC?
Listen, it's only worth 10 points, Kathy. Pulsations.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes, absolutely. What's the category and what's the wager?
We're going to go 70 points in history.
70 points in history. And I got to get to the history.
Right, Nick?
Yeah, man.
I didn't.
You play Jeopardy.
Yeah, I didn't do well in my SATs, but.
You even know how to wager.
History. What BucksCo town was named after George Washington's famous crossing of the Delaware River to take Trenton by surprise in the Revolutionary War?
Washington Crossing.
She got it right. That's exactly correct. Yes.
I got pulsations. You get that. That's fair enough.
All right. So, what is the score here at the end of round 2?
Kathy with 1,080. Casey with 940.
I need the screen, please. For this, we're going to do something now. A few years ago, we had somebody call up on the phone,
Yes.
and we're going to do the same thing. This time, we are calling this, I don't know who's on the phone.
Oh, okay.
The category of I don't know who's on the phone is local businesses. Local businesses. So write down your wager now. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Wagers are in, and we're playing I don't know who's on the phone. Local businesses, the category, and we have our caller on the line. Good morning. Can you hear me, sir?
Good morning. I can hear you.
All right. Would you please present your question for our contestants?
Good morning. My name is Bill. I'm vice president of a local company. We were established in South Philadelphia in 1891. We are headquartered in Malvern, Pennsylvania, and we have 11 locations in Delaware County and 7 in Bucks County. One of your show members currently endorses our company. What is the name of the company I work for?
Okay. Marissa just handed me a note that says it's over.
It is over.
And
that's not fair.
And I shook my head. And I said, no, it won't be, because more bitching is going to happen.
No,
It is.
you know why
After
it's
we
not
get the
over?
answer.
Because tonight you're going to wake up screaming, and you'll be reliving it over and over again.
Okay, so do we ask for their answers first, or do I ask our caller on the line what the answer is?
I
we
think
go
what
to
you
their-
do is you go to the answers and
first.
then, right.
Yeah.
And then I do the Alex Trebek. Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Okay, let's go, and then we'll have our caller on the line to hang on just a moment. So, Kathy, you were in the lead, and that means you get to go first, I believe, is how that works. So, Kathy, what is your answer?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, and that is incorrect. I'm sorry. What is your wager, please?
300 points.
300 points. And Nick, what does that total bring her to?
780 points for Kathy Romano.
Casey?
I really could have done a number on myself here, but I blame my brother if I get this wrong, because my brother's philosophy is go big or go home. Okay? My answer is Horizon.
Horizon. That is also incorrect. And your wager?
940 points.
Oh, my goodness. Let me go to our caller. Bill, can you tell these people what company you work for, please?
I work for Acme Markets.
The official supermarket of the Preston and Steve Show. Casey,
Kathy
wait for it.
wins!
Kathy
Kathy wins!
My God! Oh, my freaking God!
BucksCo versus Delco. It was anybody's game to the very end.
I actually, at the last few moments, was sure you had it, Casey.
I did too.
I was sure, because you're also, it looked as if you wrote a short word.
I did, and you know what really stinks is he's the new president, so I don't know his name.
Well, that's why we chose him, because if it was somebody that you knew by the sound of their voice, they weren't going to be able to.
Let's focus on what's important. I won! Yes! Where do you want to go to dinner, Casey?
Well, whenever you want, girlfriend. Whenever you want.
Nick, do me a favor. Remove that screen
Yes,
between
so he
those
can
two
punch
people.
her.
So Casey can punch her in the face. Oh, my God.
I thought for sure.
They're hugging.
I thought, Casey, you were going to say your brother had quizzed you about this company and you had some insight.
If I can have a moment, I prepared something I wanted to say.
Casey's written a statement.
You know, I came here this week, and I didn't know what to expect. Now, I've seen a lot of people hating me, and I didn't know what to feel about that, so I guess I didn't like you much then either. during this fight, I seen a lot of changing. The way yous felt about me and the way I felt about you. In here, there were two people killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million. What I'm trying to say here, if I can change and you can change, everybody can change. I just want to say, to my kid who should be at home cleaning, don't forget to scrub the toilets. I love you.
He's a champion anyway.
Not really. I'm the champion. Here's the thing. What's great for you guys is, because what I was thinking is if Casey won, then the whole competition would have been evened out and we had to do it again. Now,
we don't have to
I'm
do it.
clearly
Now there's no
the
grudge
winner.
match. There's no grudge match.
2-0.
No rematch.
Ain't gonna be no
I
rematch.
win. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that I didn't disappoint my Bucks County residents and friends.
You honestly, you
Mom,
both
Dad, I love
played
you.
very well. Kathy, you played very well. You did. You and I mean, especially honestly in the trivia, you pulled some things out of the proverbial ass that I had no hope you would get, and you got it.
Thank you
So
very
amazing.
much. Oh my God, this was so fun. Thank you guys.
Of course it was fun.
This
No,
was
it
great.
sucked, I
What
think, for
a fair
everybody.
contest you guys pulled off.
Now watch us find out that Soups is actually the name of the place.
Then I would have 100 points and I still lose. By the way, Kathy, you mentioned Dunkin' Donuts. Did you know that there's 33 Dunkin' Donuts locations
Oh,
in
there's
Delaware
26 in Bucks County.
County? Yeah.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because you did the Wawa question last year.
Do you know how many swim clubs there are in Bucks County?
Listen, you know what? I want to know. I don't know if we're going to do this now or not, but some of the questions that we didn't go over, because there was something that I was sure you guys were going to answer, and I really put a lot of time studying it.
What was it?
I have several other ones, and we don't have time to
We
do
don't
it
have
now.
time.
But
Okay.
maybe next week we can go
Yeah,
through some
we
of the
can go through
questions
them.
because
We'll do a question purge.
I'm dying to know.
So one of the big things in Bucks County, and specifically Levittown, was the LPRA pools, and I thought for sure you were going to ask questions about those.
Nothing came up about
Oh,
that.
okay.
So
And because we were both lifeguards, I could have sworn there was going to be. There were a couple of things where I'm like, all right, what do Kathy and I both have in common? Dunkin' Donuts was obviously the one. And, and I thought about Acme, but I wasn't sure how many Acmes there were in Bucks County.
Yeah.
So
I had to pick something that both counties had in common.
I know. And
I tried to see if there was maybe a famous person that was born in one county and went to school in another or lived in another, and I couldn't come up with anybody.
How about this one?
Okay.
William Penn founded two towns on either side of Philadelphia, and they call them new towns. Okay, so there's a Newtown, Bucks County, and a Newtown, Delaware County.
Yeah.
Same question, different answers. So
Interesting.
Newtown, Delaware County was founded in 1681, and then you guys were like 1684 or something like that.
Well, William Penn actually was born in Rutledge and opened up the first sweet roll shop in Croydon.
Yeah.
I did so much research. Meanwhile, we both were like, no, we're not doing anything.
Kathy, Marissa, there's a couple of pieces of paper underneath my
I
computer.
did so much research on, and it didn't need to be, because I knew you weren't going to stick to Levittown, even though that's where I grew up. But, there's all of those sections. All of the sections have different street name, or have the street names with the same letter of the section. So I memorized 3 street names for each section. In case you asked me the same question.
Well, but then both of you were full of crap that you weren't studying.
Dude.
Listen,
did
and
you
it
see my
wasn't
study
until
sheet here?
Look at his study sheets.
Yeah.
it
there.
wasn't until last
It looks
night.
like his tax returns.
Steve, I did it last night laying in bed. My cousin Katie texted me and she goes, if you're not studying, I'm going to be so angry. And I was like, oh no, I'm studying, I promise.
Yeah, so like shopping, I'm surprised you guys didn't ask me about the bazaar.
Shop-a-rama.
I remembered, because the bazaar's not there anymore, but I remember.
Casey, there was a question about the bazaar that was, what is the name of the store that used to sell rock T-shirts at the bazaar?
That might have been Comic Universe. I don't know.
No, it was
for
Rock
sure.
Tees.
Rock Tees, yeah.
So you wouldn't have gotten that one right.
And I want to thank Levittown Now, because they did an article on, or they did an interview with me a while back, but he sent over like a fact sheet on Bucks County.
Really?
Do you know what the population is in your county?
You know what? I didn't go there because I thought we kind of covered that yesterday.
Yeah.
What is it in Delaware County?
562,960.
I I know there's 17,311 homes in Levittown.
Oh my God!
Ridley Creek State Park is 2,600 acres. There's 191 square miles in all of Delaware County, 184 of which is land.
Driftwood Water Adventures operates out of Tyler State Park and Falls Park.
Yeah, Strathaven High School is actually named after Thomas Leaper's hometown in Scotland. And by the way, I'm going to start a petition now because the Strathaven mascot is the Panthers, and because it's named after a town in Scotland, I feel like their mascot should be the Griffins.
Okay,
The Griffins,
fair
all
enough.
right.
Start that petition.
Nick Murphy, also from Bucks County. Did you know that there was an East and West Levittown? I did not know that, and it is split by Edgeley Road. Yes.
Wow. What's the oldest library in Bucks County?
Oh, you know what? I think is it gone? It's gone because the library that's there now is new.
Do you realize you're providing questions for when we do this again in 30
course they
years?
do.
No, we're not doing it again. I win.
The first library, I think the oldest library in the country is in Delaware County, Casey.
If it is, then it's Darby Library because that's the oldest in the county. And then the longest tenured mayor in Delaware County, he's been mayor for 44 years, Frank Kelly in Collingdale.
Okay.
Shout out.
Bob Casey, Pat Toomey.
Yeah. Well, Bob Casey's for
Ryan
both of us.
Fitzpatrick.
Do you know who your city councilman chairman is?
No,
Or
I
your
didn't do councilman. I just
John
did the Senate and
McLean,
House of Representatives.
Bob Brady. That's our.
What else do I have?
The 7th congressional district is vacant right now.
Levittown's 22 square miles.